Welcome back, guys. Today's test drive is this 1965 C-10. This one's got the 350 under the hood. No power steering, but it does have power brakes. Aluminum radiator. It's got a pretty unique paint job. They're calling it patina. It's clear coated all over. Check out detailed pictures of this ride at maplemotors.com, along with financing and shipping. In this video here, we're going to be taking it down the road, seeing how it runs and drives. Of course, get some undercarriage shots, checking all the gauges. And then towards the end, we'll be picking out flaws, looking all over it for chips, scratches, whatever I can find. Be sure to hit subscribe, share, and hit like. For now, sit back, relax. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, we'll look around the interior, place those bets. Do you think the horn works? I'm loving the aftermarket gauges on the dash. Definitely gives it a retro feel. Coming around on the interior, it's got the old seat cover on here. I'm sure the seat is messed up underneath. The interior here is not perfect. It's got chips and scratches all along the roof here. You also got a sunroof that somebody has installed. The visor is pretty far gone. Looking across the dash, it does have some sun fading chips. Lots of aftermarket gauges. Let's start her up. One thing about this truck, I got in it this morning, didn't touch the gas, and started it. This thing is holding great fuel pressure, and it seems to run pretty good. Your door, older, the window, a little loose in there. Needs some fittings to tighten it up. Across the dash, you got a squeaky belt. Tax coming up, battery's charging, engine temperature's on its way up, fuel gauge showing quarter tank. I think it's going to be working. Oil pressure is on up there, and that's the mileage that it's showing on the dash. Of course, aftermarket gauges, 1965 model with no paperwork, so I don't exactly know the original miles. We'll go ahead and try some stuff out here. That is the old choke, not hooked up. Wipers working. Doesn't have a radio in it at the moment. Turn signals, left side's blinking, right side's blinking. Horn, did you place those bets? I've seen two of them over here. It's not hooked up. All right, let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. All right, getting ready to take off here. Anything I see, I will let you know. That's why I do these test drives. Got reverse here, and it is working. Put her in drive here. See if this guy get out of my way. A lot of people, if you ever come up here, don't park in front of the 3 cones. That's the only way to get in and out, and everybody does it. I'm not sure why. Got a whole parking lot there. It says Maple Motors parking. All right, anything I see, I will let you know. Look at Pat over here. Look at you. All right, coming down the road. Speedometer's coming up on the dash. Seems to be about 15 miles an hour fast. It says we're going 55. We're only going about 45, maybe 40. I'd say about 40. Kick down's hooked up. Try to get her straight here. That's pretty straight to me. It's not pulling left or right. Steering's got a little bit of slack in it, about that much. But normally they will when they don't have power steering. Oh wait, this one does, doesn't it? I believe so. I just did another truck that did have power steering, but it wasn't working. Okay, so this one does have power steering. That's probably the belt squeaking to it. So no power steering on this one. Sorry guys, I do a lot of videos during the day. I start blending stuff about midway. Looks like our temp gauge, we have 2 water temp gauges, neither one of them working. This one looks fairly new, this one's old school. Those are Bosch gauges across. Tire kicker. Spin the tire. Yeah, slight amount of slack there. Brakes feel good. We'll go to the gas station because I don't really feel like running out of fuel. Nobody does, right? And I'll put about $25 worth of premium gas in this ride. And then after this, we're going to go through the parking lot, get some undercarriage shots, do some outside shots. And before I end, I'll do a complete walk around, pointing out chips, scratches, rust. You know, this whole thing's been patinaed out, so I could probably find some rust though. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, got $25 worth of fuel. You put it in right here in the bed. It's kind of convenient. You gotta worry about getting it all over the paint. Place your bets on that gas gauge. I'm gonna say it works. It's cutting off. It was at a quarter tank. What do we got now? Yeah, the gas gauge is working. Good deal. Okay, I just got done doing the walk around, and yeah, the window was kind of loose, I noticed when we left, and it started to fall in, so I took it off. We're gonna have to put that back on track when we get to the lot. It just came off track, so I just didn't want it bouncing around in there, making a bunch of noise or getting broken, so I just took it out. All right, walk around is going to be put at the end of this video. So we're going to be walking around showing everything that's going on with the body on this, and try not to miss anything. Show you the interior and the motor. Sorry guys, my allergies are going crazy. If you live in Tennessee, you may know what I'm talking about. It's so thick, if you had like a towel sitting out overnight on the back patio, you could shake it out in the morning and it'd just be a big yellow cloud. And that's Tennessee for you. All the amount of rain and pollen that falls here is incredible. Gets me every spring. I noticed the temp gauge started coming up. Of course, it's cooled off a little bit since we stopped and did the walk around. It's actually pretty smooth going down the road. I don't think that temp gauge is actually accurate though, because it's going down instead of up right now. And I know she's got to be getting warmer. We're driving it. So I don't know how much I trust that gauge. Guys, we're running around back to the lot now. I do appreciate you watching. Please hit subscribe and I'll keep making these videos trying to point out any kind of flaws so you know what you're getting. Next up is picking out the flaws. This is where we're walking around the outside of the truck. Anything else, you'll know about it. Thank you. Okay, here we are, picking out the flaws, chips, scratches, whatever I can find. Obviously, this is a patina paint job. It's gonna have plenty of chips and scratches. So mainly I'm gonna look for big rust spots, huge dents, anything like that that will pop up. So this should be fairly easy. And we'll go ahead and get started here. We can go ahead and start on the back too. You can see it's got, you know, rust everywhere. That's the theme that it was going for. Even the chrome on the bumper in the back rusted up. You can see that hitch is kind of bent backwards. Looking around on the back here, your chains and stuff, a little rusty. Tail light's got some tape on it. I guess the lens is messed up. See in the corners, rust is a little bit thicker and prominent. Not bad though. After they put that clear coat on there, slowed it down quite a bit. You got a big dent right here in the bottom. You can see where they welded the piece into the back corner of the cab, fixing it up. Same with the bottom of the door. You can tell, you can see the weld all the way through there. Got some bubbles and stuff popping up on the side. In the front here, a few chips and things, a bunch of paint missing here in that nose area. Back this midsection, big chunk here, chunk there, a little ding there. Same with this area. It's smooth, which is crazy. You can feel it, but a lot of clear coat. Hole right here. They put a seat in the bed. That's what I've been calling it. Here, take a seat. Back through that mid area here. over towards this top portion, you can see it's kind of bent back here. Bed on this one, corners there, see some rust at the bottom. They went with a diamond plate flooring. You can see the gaps in the bed there. Back window, pretty good. Seals around the back window are dry. I did have that window fall out during the test drive. Of course, we'll have that fixed. It was loose inside here before we started, and I was a little bit nervous about it. And I seen it started to lean. I was like, that thing came off. I just pulled it right out. So we'll get her back to the lot, get to put it back in right. Hole there in your mirror support. You got pitting on your mirror. Sunroof up top, looks like they silicone around it. I haven't noticed it leaking. I haven't been in the rain yet though, but we washed it and I didn't see any coming in. Front window on this one in pretty good shape. Front bumper looks better than the back, still hazy, still pitted. Grill, same thing, hazy, oxidized, pitted. We got the horns. Connections don't look great on those. This side, lower portion. Tires got some dry rot on the edges and over. A couple little chunks here and there. There's a hole here. You see where they welded the bottom of this door on. Little hole there in your step. Dent right here. Dent right here. Nice crease. Thin hole there. Spot in the paint there. Around the back you got a lot of chips and chunks. See it all over the back here. Top of the bed rails. A little weak there, a little weather stripping on the hood. A little weak here on the brackets for the mirror pitting. All right, let's check out the inside, get her started up, and listen to that motor. Checking out the door panel, your handle here, Definitely showing signs of age. Paint's chipping off here up top. Spotting your jam there. Bottom of the door looks good where they redid it. Weather stripping's messed up. This trim piece needs to be replaced. That's an old trim piece. Same with the mat inside. It's older. Weather stripping, surprisingly soft. It's old, but it's soft. A little crusty here. Your seat's got rips in it. It's red. Sure, it's messed up all the way across. Brackets for some speakers. So I did notice the temp gauge on the dash finally came up. It's came down a little bit since we've been here, but it came up to about 160. Seems to be working. The bed's rattling a lot. Hey, I told you. I know how to fix it. Got electric fan, you don't have to worry about. Have a fan shroud there. Motor's running pretty smooth. Nice and quiet. Fairly cool under here too. I mean, doing well at staying cool. Under your hood, you got some rust on the edges. See some daylight through there. Also got some here. There we go. On this area too. Coming on down with the hood. Comes down pretty easy. You can see it just barely pushing it. And shut. On that edge there. Some of this area. Guys, I appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, share, hit like, and I'll keep these videos coming your way. That does help me out quite a bit. Go to maplemotors.com. Detailed pictures, financing, shipping, and all of our inventory is updated every Monday at 11. We get everything from projects to patina trucks to show cars. It's pretty much 15 a week. So I'll sell 5 cars midweek without advertising them. A lot of them are show cars that do go out, and that's more of the $50,000 range. A lot of stuff that you won't see. Everything else seems to be pretty consistent. You know, we get a lot of project stuff and we get daily driving stuff as well. You'll just see different things pop up on the channel here or on the website, but definitely stick around with us, and I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you in the next video.